The best way you can support me is with a simple subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Yo, so update on the trade with the Cleveland Cavaliers and Boston Celtics. Still at a standstill right now. I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. The Cleveland Cavaliers are in a very winning position right now. So this is what happened, right? The Boston Celtics and Cleveland Cavaliers agreed on a trade last week that would send Kyrie Irving to the Boston Celtics. We all know he wanted out of Cleveland, didn't want to play with LeBron James, wanted a new beginning. The Boston Celtics would then trade Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Zizic Ancic, whatever his name is, the center. And the most important piece probably in this whole trade is long-term is Brooklyn's pick. So Boston had Brooklyn's pick. They got it in the Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett trade. That pick is valuable. Very valuable pick. Very valuable pick. It's probably going to be the number 1, number 2, number 3 pick. And you can get your hands on one of the guys coming out. Maybe Porter out of Mizzou. One of these good, talented young people that come in next year. In case LeBron does leave. In case LeBron does leave Cleveland, you'll be able to start over. And you won't go back to square one like you did when LeBron left the first time. So once Isaiah Thomas had his physical, which was Friday, I believe. Kyrie's was Saturday. Isaiah Thomas' physical came back, and the Cavs are like, whoa, Boston, y'all didn't tell us everything about his hip injury. It feels like y'all kind of left some stuff out. We knew it was bad. The irony is like I was going to come on here and be like, the Cavs, y'all seen the hip injury. Like everybody's seen Isaiah not play in the last 3 games with the hip injury. You knew he and apparently he ain't touched the ball in months since the injury. And then I was like, I'm not going to even say that because they seen the injury. It happened in the conference finals against the Cavaliers. So they knew he had a bad hip injury. He didn't play in the conference finals. We're talking about a guy who played after his sister passed. 2 days later, he was in the game. So, the injury had to be bad enough for him not to play against y'all, against the Cavs. It was bad. Isaiah opted for surgery. The Cavs are like, man, this injury ain't getting better. He's months away from playing. Probably not going to play till the top of the January, maybe. That's what I've been hearing. That could be wrong. But the Cavs are like, man, this injury is a little worse than what y'all told us, Boston. Y'all left some stuff out. So to combat that, the Cavs are like, dang, Boston, y'all going to have to give us a little more. Don't worry about LeBron being on our team. That ain't got nothing to do with y'all. And that we picked up Derrick Rose. That ain't got nothing to do with y'all. This is about this trade. We only got Isaiah for a few months. Like, look at it. If he doesn't play to January, then, I mean, Isaiah's a free agent after this year. So what, they have him for like, what, 4 months? I'm not saying that the Cavs are going to go deep into the playoffs. That doesn't matter here. When you make a trade, you don't make it for the playoffs. You make it for the regular season is the only guarantee. We don't know what's going to happen with the Cavs in the playoffs. We would assume that they're going to get to the conference finals like they do with LeBron always, but we don't know. So they only got him for like January through April. That's like 4 months, and that's if he's ready to go at the top of the year. I've been hearing that they don't know when Isaiah's going to be ready to go. He didn't want surgery, so he's letting that hip organically heal. We don't know when Isaiah's going to be ready to play ball. And the Cavs are like, yo, y'all leaving something out. We want more. We want more. And we want another piece, and we really don't want the pick. So, like, if I were the Cavs, I'd take that pick. The Celtics got another pick, and it's I think it's like a Sacramento protected pick. So that Sacramento's gonna be god awful this year. And shout out to Darren Fox, I like them, but they're gonna be awful this year. They're gonna be pretty bad, and I would take another pick. So then at that point, you can use that pick to trade. I would trade one of those picks. So now you got 2 picks from Boston. You got Brooklyn's pick and Sacramento's pick. I'd take one of those picks and trade it for DeMarcus Cousins. I'll talk about that in another video. I'd take one of those picks and trade it. But the Cavs don't want that pick. They want Tatum or Brown. They really want Tatum. That's who they want. They want Tatum. And the Celtics are like, hell no, that kind of, no. So what will happen is, if this trade hits a fan, what would happen is the Cavs would then not get Jay Crowder. They would probably get Jayson Tatum and Brooklyn's pick and Isaiah Thomas. That would probably be the new trade. That would be the new trade, as a matter of fact. So they wouldn't get Crowder, but who cares? You get a better player in Tatum, not as good of a defender, but you get a better overall player. And you get the Brooklyn pick, and you get Isaiah. That'll be the new trade. So then at that point, if you're the Cavs, you got a lot to work with. So think about it. The Cavs are in a winning position. If you're LeBron, if you're trying to please LeBron, you could be like, hey, let's flip this pick at the trade deadline. We can go get DeMarcus Cousins, who's probably going to be out of New Orleans. He'll want to sign an extension, but the Pelicans probably not going to want to pay him max dollar if they're not in the playoffs come trade deadline. We don't know. It's early on. So maybe you take that pick and go trade for DeMarcus Cousins at the deadline. Or maybe, just maybe, you keep Tatum and it works out and y'all winning ball games because he was the most hooping guy in the summer league. You keep Tatum, and with or without LeBron next summer, even if LeBron leaves, you got your starting small forward if he leaves, and you can go get a point guard or trade that pick during the draft next year. So your rebuild won't be as bad this time for Cleveland. They're not going back to square one. So you got some things to play with if you're the Cavs. Obviously, if you lose LeBron, it's over still anyway from a championship standpoint, but you ain't going back to the bottom. So the Kyrie Irving situation is starting to work out in the favor of Cleveland. Now, if you got a talent like Kyrie, you keep him, but it's starting to work out for Cleveland. Boston's going to have to give up something else, and the Cavs really want Jaylen Brown or Tatum. They really want Tatum, but Danny Ainge's like, I ain't giving up Tatum. So we'll see. The deadline for this is Wednesday. This is when somebody got to make a decision, and the Cavs can formally reject this trade. So we'll know by Wednesday. We got a couple more days to figure this thing out. The Cavs, they want Jayson Tatum before the picks. They want a player that they know they can put on the court this year. They're all in right now. And with Tatum, you got a guy you can put on the court right now, or if you don't want to put him on the court right now, or you could trade him as well. So, I mean, you got a guy in Tatum. So they're going after that. I don't think Boston's going to trade Tatum. I just think that'd be dumb. And then you're really, I don't even know if like Crowder. Oh, man, at this point, the Crowder stuff is out in the public domain. I don't even know if he want to play for Boston anymore. I know he wouldn't have a choice, but it's messy, man. Messy situation. I just know the Cavs are going after Jayson Tatum and or if not Jaylen Brown because of Isaiah Thomas's injury. And they're playing dumb here. They're acting as if though they didn't know how bad the Isaiah Thomas injury is. And maybe they did, maybe they did. I just find it hard to believe. You know he didn't opt for surgery. The injury happened in front of your team. How do you not know? Like, come on now. Subscribe to my channel for more exclusive breakdowns like this. I think I just broke it down for you guys. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.